It's no surprise that celebrities have to face the pressures of the industry when trying to embrace their sexuality. After being warned that it could destroy their career, the celebrities on our list today had the courage to go against the advice of staying in the closet. I'm a host for this one, Joss Bedard. Thanks for checking us out or coming back. I have a part 2 list for you guys today. Apparently you really liked it, so if you want a part 3, leave a like on this part. In our number 10 spot is Ricky Martin. When he was first asked on TV about rumors regarding his sexuality, he refused to answer. Barbara Walters asked him to shut down the rumors that he was gay, and he said he didn't feel like it. Later down the road in 2018, which was actually 8 years after he came out, he spoke with The Daily Show and explained how difficult it was for him. He said the decision to come out was hard because his loved ones were telling him that it could end his career. So when he was confronted on TV about it and being encouraged to shut down the rumors, he said he felt violated. To this day, he says that the Barbara Walters interview has left him with a little PTSD, and it has always remained a very invasive interview in his memory. Thankfully though, he is now happy and openly married to his husband since 2017, and they have 4 children together. Moving on to number 9, we have Amber Heard. At the time when she came out as bisexual, people told her it was a risk because she was landing roles opposite of big actors like Nicolas Cage and Johnny Depp. She was told that she was throwing away her career by coming out and was advised to stay in the closet for the sake of her career. Since then, she has been open about her sexuality and admitted that staying in the closet in Hollywood is a detrimental lie. The reason she decided to come out was because she felt the risk was outweighed by the possibility of losing everything. She was dating Tasia Van Ree for 2 years when she came out publicly. At the time, she said that staying in the closet would have just added to the problem. She talked about it and said, I quote, "The risk outweighed the possibility of playing into this horribly detrimental lie that some in Hollywood perpetuate." Coming up next, number 8, we have Josh Bassett. He shocked everyone with his bravery just a few months ago when he announced to the world that he was a member of the LGBTQ+ community. Fans were used to seeing him with singer Olivia Rodrigo after they fell in love as co-stars on the TV series High School Musical. He announced the news on social media in a written note and said, "My entire life people have told me my sexuality. People have shamed me for things they know nothing about. I want to say thank you to those of you who stand for love and acceptance." It was especially frightening for him to come out since High School Musical is a major Disney franchise and the whole innocent Disney persona has always been heavily encouraged, if not mandatory. As for his dating life, now that he is out, he explained during interviews that this is all very new to him and that he is just embracing his new life. He's also only 20 years old, so he's got a lot of time. Cruising into number 7, we have Nikki Tutorials. The YouTuber and makeup artist came out in 2020 in an emotional video that made headlines all over the world. In the video, she said, "I want to start the year off by finally revealing a part of my life that has made me who I am. When I was younger, I was born in the wrong body, which means I am transgender." During the video, she revealed that she was actually pressured to come out following threats of blackmail. She was invited on the Ellen Show to share her story, where she explained that people were blackmailing her and that police had to get involved. Through an investigation, she says they found out exactly who it was and they got their names, phone numbers, emails, everything. While the makeup guru is wanting to share her truth and is happy that she did, she wishes it was on her own circumstances. Making her way into spot number 6 is Jamila Jamil. The Good Place star publicly came out as queer in February 2020 on Twitter, but says it took her a long time to do so. She was facing backlash after being cast as an MC and judge on the competition show Legendary and went on Twitter to talk about it. She wrote, "Twitter is brutal. This is why I never officially came out as queer. I added a rainbow to my name a few years ago when I felt ready to. I didn't come from a family with anyone openly out. It's also scary as an actor to openly admit your sexuality, especially when you're already a brown female in your 30s. But despite all the backlash, she was finally able to share her truth and has continued to be in a very happy relationship. She has been dating James Blake since 2015, who has been incredible incredibly supportive of her journey. Halfway through our list, at number 5 is Ollie Alexander. When the Years and Years singer was going through media training when his band was first taking off, he says he was told by a professional to not answer questions regarding his sexuality. But he didn't end up taking their advice and instead was very open about his sexuality, saying he owed it to his younger self to no longer hide from who he truly was. He talked to LUK and said the unnamed professional told him it would be better for his career not to say anything about his sexuality at all and not to invite personal questions like that. But when a journalist ended up asking him about his sexuality, he responded with, "Yes, I'm gay and this song is about a man." Since coming out, he has received an incredible response from his fans who have helped push his career even further. Coming into number 4 is Samira Wiley. The actress has talked about her struggle with coming out with her sexuality, saying that she was heavily encouraged to hide the fact that she is lesbian. She revealed that early on in her career, people suggested that she pretend to date her gay male friend to help cover up both of their sexualities. She got candid about it on the Make It Rain podcast and explained how she was genuinely worried that she wouldn't have a successful career if she came out as who she was. It took her some time, but she said she realized that you don't have to do what others were saying to do, like hiding your sexuality and pretending to date men. She said, I quote, "It's just a real journey of figuring out, no, you don't have to do any of that." Thankfully, she came out anyways despite what people said and has continued a very successful career. In our third spot is DJ Qualls. The actor, best known for his roles in Road Trip and The New Guy, came out last year in January of 2020, and he says it was long overdue. He came out publicly and announced the news on stage at his friend's stand-up comedy show in San Diego. Later that night, he tweeted the news also and talked about why he decided to come out now. He tweeted, "It is 11:20 p.m. I just came out on stage at a Jimmy Jeffries show in San Diego. Yep, I'm gay. Been gay this whole time. Tired of worrying of what people would think of me. Tired of worrying about what it would do to my career." Thankfully, he received tons of support from former co-stars who tweeted out that they were so proud of him. Rolling into number 2 is Sarah Paulson. Some people were surprised to hear the news that she was dating a woman, Holland Taylor, but they were also surprised because she was over 30 years older than her. When they first began dating, the actress said she was advised to keep their relationship under wraps in order to protect her career. She spoke with the edit and said, "Early on when people found out that I was with Holland, some said, I think you have to be careful, I'm afraid it's going to affect your career negatively." The good news is she says it never even occurred to her and she did not want to keep it private. The two of them began publicly dating in 2015 and have been together ever since, often gushing over each other in interviews. It's adorable. I watched some of them. People were never too focused on Sarah coming out with her sexuality. It's actually the 32-year age gap that the media has been obsessed with. And for those wondering, before you Google it, at this time of the recording, Sarah is 46 years old and Holland is 78. Earning the number 1 spot is Ellen DeGeneres. In 2016, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from former President Barack Obama, who talked about how courageous it was for her to come out as gay back in 1997. Many celebrities and fans since then have told her that she is the reason they found the courage to come out as well. When handing over the medal, Barack said, "It's easy to forget now just how much courage was required for Ellen to come out on the most public of stages 20 years ago. What an incredible burden that was to bear to risk your career like that." At the time, she had her own successful sitcom called Ellen, and during one of the episodes, she came out of the closet. The show was then given a parental advisory warning, and then not long after that, it was cancelled. She received intense backlash, which put her out of work for years. She knew the risk that she was taking, as people warned her that this would all happen, but as we know it, her career later continued and it grew into something much greater and much bigger than she probably even realized. Alright guys, that's our part 2 list. For now, before I get out of here, I'm going to respond to comments from part 1. Samantha Loveridge says, "It's stupid how your sexuality can affect your job, doesn't make them any less of a person." Facts. Like, I'll never understand how they were like, maybe if you weren't gay you would have got a Marvel movie. They said that to Kristen Stewart. Like, what? How does that make any difference? Dan and DA says, "You love who you love." Absolutely. Enough said. Perfectly said. Deoncius Peanut says, "Nice, this is my favorite episode you've done. As a straight woman, it pisses me." Oh, okay, apparently I didn't finish writing this one. I remember it though, as a straight woman, it pisses me off that people can't be who they truly are, something like that. Okay, I had it memorized. surprised at least, and I agree. I absolutely agree. I was happy to see all the positive comments. People actually loved this video and they were really happy we did it, so maybe there will be a part 3. I'm getting out of here for now though. I will see you guys in another video. Bye.